You know what the worst part about living in India is? Zero value for life. Zero value for your life, zero value for your children's lives. And that's simply the truth. Because every day in the news, I have to report on completely avoidable deaths. And today is another day where 15 children, and the government is referring to them as children, 15 children have died after a fire blazed through a coaching center in Lucknow. Apparently, it was a three-story commercial building in a very posh residential area called Aliganj neighborhood. And this area has coaching centers and cafes and a market within walking distance. Toll is likely to go up further because there are possibly even more children dead. This is what the doctor, the medical superintendent who received the casualties in his hospital has said, and I'm quoting. He said 21 to 22 children were brought in. 5 had injuries and have been admitted. 2 children jumped from the first to the second floor and they've suffered back injuries. They're being treated after CT scans. The Deputy Chief Minister has said the fire broke out suddenly. It seems children ran towards the back of the building when the fire broke out, but they couldn't survive. There's no clarity on the exact figure. The Deputy Chief Minister says, I saw 11 or 12 bodies with my own eyes. PTI has reported 11 people caught in the blaze being taken out of the building, some in body bags and some in blankets. Eyewitnesses say that there were firefighting teams wearing safety gear climbing the ladders. They've said that one person said, we arrived on the spot. I saw smoke coming out of the building. Some students had been rescued. 4 or 5 managed to come out of the building. However, some are still believed to be trapped in. The exact number is not confirmed. Many say that children were jumping out of the first floor. 7 to 8 children jumped out of the building to save themselves. 20 to 25 are still feared trapped inside. Also, apparently, there was a pet clinic in the same building. Animals may have also been charred to death. Bodies of animals have been brought out wrapped in blankets from one eyewitness report. There are rescue efforts that are still on. Senior officials, including the Principal Secretary, the Director General of Police, Lucknow Police Commissioner are all on the spot. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has cut short his visit to Aligarh and returned to Lucknow. Apparently, the Prime Minister has also made a statement of condolence. Police officials are on the spot, including the NDRF, the SDRF, and civil defense teams. Apparently, distraught men and women, mostly guardians, parents of the children who were trapped inside, were standing near the site, asking authorities to let them enter the building in order to save their children. The Prime Minister has expressed anguish on the loss of lives. This fire comes within weeks of a South Delhi restaurant killing 20 people, and for some reason, fire safety is a very ignored and neglected subject in India. The story is shocking for multiple reasons. This was a coaching center, a place where children were gathering, and obviously, children were not safe. It was a trap for a multi casualty event that happened. The victims are extremely young. People in government hospitals are referring to them as children. We don't know the ages right now, but we're going to assume that they're minors. Students were jumping out of buildings, which suggests that there were no adequate fire exits. And this echoes previous tragedies. There was a similar fire that happened in Surat in 2019, where 22 students died in a coaching center. In Kumbakonam, there was a school fire in which 94 children died. So incidents keep coming up where we notice that we're not paying enough attention to fire safety, but somehow we're not doing enough about it. And I want to take a minute to just talk about coaching centers in particular, right? Coaching centers, and we've all been into these coaching centers. 3-4 story commercial buildings that were never designed to be classrooms are turned into classrooms. The benches are packed in, they're overcrowded. Often children have to walk in sideways to be able to find a spot to sit. The possibility of them being able to exit those classrooms in an emergency is close to zero. There are a number of commercial buildings, office spaces, shopping complexes, residential homes that are converted into classrooms. They don't have emergency exits. They are not built for housing the sheer numbers of the children who sit in there. Staircases become bottlenecks. Students are rushed simultaneously towards the same exit. Panic spreads. There's a single entry, single exit problem. Also, many of these places that we have been in, and if you close your eyes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Plywood partitions, false ceilings, plastic paneling. vinyl banners, air-conditioned ducting. Staircases normally have debris, construction material dumped. It's not always clear in which you can run in. The electricity is loaded more than it should be. Air conditioners, projectors, computers, wiring pulling from this end to that end. The possibility of a short circuit becomes really heavy. Fire safety rules are almost always ignored. Inspections are not regular. Our fire safety departments do not take their jobs seriously. Let's be honest and let's come out and say it. Fire clearances have to actually reflect official use. So you'll get a clearance to do one thing, but you're actually using that space for something else altogether. And unless there are regular actual visits and checks and inspections, there's no point in that fire safety clearance being given at all. And it becomes a national story. We talk about it for a while, someone will be sent to jail, and then nothing will happen. Things will go on the way they are. Remember, classrooms are designed the way they are for a reason. So the classrooms that you and I went to in school and college, which had wide staircases, which had wide doors, where the benches were spaced out, are designed in such a way for a reason, where there are large windows. Now, these coaching classes happen in completely unofficial spaces, tiny rooms where children are wedged in, where they cannot exit without proper spaces. And repeatedly, we talk about the fact that this sort of coaching center culture puts children at risk, and we do not do anything about it. I'm going to come out and say it once and for all. Our education system is completely compromised and completely corrupt. This coaching center culture has far too much money running through its veins. If we were teaching our children well enough in our schools, they would not need coaching. Entrance examinations are becoming a bottleneck because we do not have enough college seats. That is why the competition to get into an engineering college is 1%. It's complete and utter and total garbage. The whole system is. There is no point just putting out one education minister. The whole system is corrupt. The whole system is garbage. Regularly, you will hear stories about teachers who have tuition classes outside. So what is their motivation to teach in the classroom if they're making more money by teaching tuitions outside? Where are the rules that say that they can't do that? If children are not being taught adequately in the classroom, classrooms are overpacked, 60 students to one teacher. There is a mess that has been made with every single syllabus. And then you have these entrance examinations, which burden these students unbelievably, where you create this horrible bottleneck of 1% acceptance. It's garbage. And then we put our children in this kind of risk. We put them in buildings where there is no light and there is no air and there is no fire escape to study for examinations that are going to make them feel like they have achieved nothing in their lives and their whole lives depend on one bottleneck. The entire system is broken. The fact that we have to sit here in this country and talk about how many of our young people die by suicide because of exams is atrocious, that we have not collectively appealed to junk the entire system. Nowhere else in the world does this happen. Nowhere else in the world are our young people treated with this much disdain, like they are completely like disposable. Be 1% or be nothing. That's garbage. The whole system is corrupt. The whole system is garbage. There is no value for life. And it's not okay. It's not okay that we live in a system that doesn't value our young lives. It's not okay that we live in a system where 5 or 6 people, young people, have already died by suicide because of the NEET examinations. And now 15 young people have died in a coaching setup. And it's a headline and we'll all get upset. And someone will get arrested, and then we will move on. In 2 weeks' time, we will have all forgotten. It's not okay. At what point are we going to, as parents, as citizens, sit up and say, this is not okay? Our children deserve better. And they deserve better from us.